Hi, this is Antonio Galimberti from AG Languages. Today we are going to review one essay. This essay has 4 paragraphs and it has 364 words. The student wrote the essay in 30 minutes. He's preparing to take the TOEFL exam. We are not going to correct grammar, vocabulary, collocations, um, punctuation. No, we are only going to focus on organization. That's it. And what is the task? This is the task. It says writing. How can music influence our physical and emotional well being? Give reasons and examples to support your response. This introduction has 66 words. The first body paragraph has 104 words. The second body paragraph has 146 words. And this conclusion has 48 words. All right. So let's see if we see these 3 main ingredients in the introduction. Remember, this introduction has to have a hook. Then we need background information. And finally, we need to see the thesis statement, right? So that's what we're going to look for in this paragraph. It says, everyone loves music. I think this is the hook, right? In my opinion. A, a direct statement. Jazz, blues, rock, these are just a few kinds of music. But why do we love it? Why do we love it? Is it because it makes us feel good? Music has the ability to make us dance no matter if somebody is looking at us. It makes us sing until our throat is sore. It also makes us enthusiastically tap our feet. Here's how much or how music influences you. All right. So we have a thesis statement. Yes. And I believe this is kind of like the background information because it gives us context. Context about types of music, very generally, and the effect of music, right? Now, this should be the thesis statement, but remember, the objective of the hook is to gather readers' attention. The objective of background information is to give you context or to define some concepts that you will be illustrating or explaining later. And then you have a thesis statement in yellow right here. What is the objective of the thesis statement? The objective is to um, mention what you will be writing about. So it has to be very clear that when I read a thesis statement, it has to be very clear for me as a reader what your 2 or 3 main points will be or how many points you're going to develop. So here the student saying, here's how music influences you. All right, that's it. But here we have some ways in which music affects us. But here, maybe let's change this a little bit. And remember, there is a very simple approach that I personally like. It's very simple, very basic, but it's, let's say, safe, very safe to use, especially if you don't have a lot of time to structure something nicely put together, right? So here I would say there are two main ways in which music influences you. All right. I'm not gonna go deeper into grammar or style, but we have a problem here. We have you here, you see, you, and here you have us, are, yeah. So we have to make sure that we choose the right audience. So if you're talking to me, you're gonna be like you, right? But here we have we, and here we have you. So we have to choose one approach, right? So that we do not make that mistake when writing. So there are 2 main ways in which music influences you, right? It helps your brain. Yeah, it helps your brain. I love this one because it's very direct, but in which way? We have to make it more specific. If you read the whole thing, you're going to be able to determine that the person here is talking about a mental performance. Mental performance. Look, it helps your brain. Research suggests that background music or music that is played while the listener is primarily focused on another activity can improve performance on cognitive tasks in older adults. One study found that playing more upbeat music leads to improvements in speed processing, while both upbeat and downbeat music lead to benefits in memory. So, as you can see, the person is talking about a, let's say, the mechanical way in which the brain works. It's not talking about feelings, emotions, it's about how the brain functions. You see? And we need this here to make our topic sentence more specific because it helps your brain. It's cool, it's beautiful, but it's like too general. You need something more specific. That's why you have when you write a topic sentence, you need a topic and also a controlling idea. That controlling idea allows you to determine what your topic is aiming at. Yeah. So the next time you're working on a task, you see working, this person is talking about working. The student is talking about being focused. Yeah, it is not talking about brain and emotions, but brain and work. So processes. Consider turning on a little music in the background if you're looking for a boost in your mental performance. Mental performance. So this student is talking about how your brain is going to work, right? Consider choosing instrumental tracks rather than those with complex lyrics, which might end up being more distracting. So distracting, it has to do with being focused, right? With how your brain works. So in my opinion here, to make it very clear from the very beginning, we need to mention in which way music helps your brain. It helps your brain. It helps your brain. I would say when it comes to, let me copy mental performance. Yes. Now your topic sentence, in my opinion, is better. Yes, you have a topic sentence that is clear, specific, and it's closely neat. I mean, closely related with your here your thesis statement. Yeah, that's what your thesis statement is talking about. It's saying that there are two main ways in which music influences you. So here, the first way is that it helps your brain when it comes to mental performance. Mental performance. Good. Now it's a very good sentence. And if you read all of these supporting ideas, I believe all of them are related to the topic. They are contributing to the development of the topic stated in the topic sentence. So you're giving examples, you're talking about research that has been done. That's beautiful. Now, what about the second body paragraph? Music improves your mood. Great. So it seems that this student is not going to talk about mental performance anymore. Of course, it has to be like that because that was addressed in the previous paragraph. But let's copy here. I will copy the thesis statement just for the sake of making sure that the topic sentence is connected, related with the thesis statement. The thesis statement says there are two main ways in which music influences you. And here he's saying music improves your mood. Perfect. Now, we're going to read this and we're going to make sure that everything that is mentioned here is connected to improving your mood. Okay? So he has to be talking about feelings, emotions. It says, another of the science backed benefits of music is that it just might make you happier. You see, feelings. In one examination of the reasons why people listen to music, researchers discovered that music played an important role in mood. Participants related music's ability to help them achieve a better mood and becoming more self-aware. All right, this is not about using your brain to work as two of the most important functions of music. Another study found that intentionally trying to boost your moods by listening to positive music could have an impact within 2 weeks. Participants were instructed to purposefully attempt to improve their mood by listening to positive music each day for 2 weeks. Other participants listened to music but were not directed to become happier. You see, talking about moods, your mood and feelings. When participants were later asked to describe their own levels of happiness, those who had intentionally tried to improve their moods reported feeling happier after just 2 weeks. All right. So, what do you think about all of this support? Well, this student told me that before writing this essay, he had to do some research on the topic. That is why he has a lot of information in these two paragraphs about research. Yeah, congratulations. I do believe that the supporting ideas are connected with the topic sentence. And however, I believe some of the sentences here can be simpler and they can be linked to one another in a simpler way, right? Eh, I'm not quite sure if um, most of us will have the ability to write in this way um, under pressure in 25 minutes when you have to finish an essay in 30 minutes. All right. So, but this is a beautiful paragraph. Okay. I like it. However, some sentences sound a little bit repetitive. I find these two ones quite similar, so we may be able to merge sentences and turn two sentences into one, so that we don't repeat the very same ideas along the paragraph. Now, in the conclusion, what do you need in the conclusion? You need a closing phrase, then you need the thesis statement again. All right. You need the thesis statement expressed in different ways. You also need um, to summarize the body, right? You have to summarize the content in the body paragraphs and your final comments. All right. Do we have that? Yes, we have a closing phrase right here. In conclusion, yeah. Then music affects you in two different ways. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's the thesis, because if you bring the thesis, you have basically the same thing there, right? Okay, you see the thesis statement. There are two main ways in which music influences you. And here he wrote, music affects you in two different ways. If you want, you can say in two positive different ways, right? If that's what you want to say. It helps your brain to work faster. Yes, that is the main idea in the first body paragraph. And improves your mood. That's the main idea in the second body paragraph. So here you have summarized your body paragraphs very well in just one sentence. And should I believe that these are the final comments? Let's see. Music is an art that everybody has appreciated, but just a few know how it affects you in different ways. Now you are part of that exclusive group. All right. Yeah, I like that. I really like that, or those final thoughts. And remember, your final comments can also encourage people to act. Yeah, encourage people to act, right? That is what we want to do. We want to encourage people to act. So maybe you can do this. So next time you listen to music, enjoy the moment, right? Something like that. But we have to be careful, as we mentioned before. What um, what pronouns And possessive adjectives are you using? Are you using you? Are you saying we? Are you including yourself? Or are you talking about people in general? So you have to define that at the very beginning of your introduction. In that way, you talk about you in the whole essay, or about we, or people. Yeah, that allows you to choose between your, are, there, and also between you, us, them. You see? So it's important to um, stick to one audience, so to speak, throughout the whole essay. So thank you very much. This is a very nice essay. I really like it. I can see that this student is improving his writing skills. That makes me so happy. So congratulations. So a very nice introduction with a hook, background information, a thesis statement. The two body paragraphs have very direct topic sentences, and the supporting ideas are related to the topic sentences. And in the conclusion, you see the closing phrase, the thesis statement, the body, and the final comments, right? So thank you very much for watching.